Thank you for signing up for our pay-per-lead system. In this video, I'll be showing you how to sign 5 to 40 high-value auto accident cases each month using our pay-per-lead system. But first, let's talk about what this program is not all about. First, we don't charge those 3,000 a month retainers. Second, our ads are not from Facebook, SEO, or such. Lastly, we don't do any long-term contracts. So what exactly should you expect from working with us? Firstly, we only generate auto accident and personal injury leads at a cost of $300 to $500 depending on the state. Second, all our leads are qualified and exclusive to your law firm. Thirdly, we have a 5-day window for returning all the invalid leads. Then lastly, we have the ability to scale with quick turnaround times. So if you're spending $10,000 or you're spending $100,000, we can definitely help you get more cases at a consistent rate that is affordable for you. Just to show you what's possible from working with us, this is a Georgia law firm that has been with us for the past 3 years. And if you know anything about working with agencies, nobody's able to retain their client for all this time if they're not getting good results. Then this is another Virginia firm that we sent them 22 leads and they signed up 9 cases, which gives us a conversion rate of about 40%. Then this is a Texas law firm that came to us, and within the first 2 weeks, they were able to sign 2 high-value auto accident cases. Then this is a New York firm that came to us after working with another Facebook agency and weren't getting the results that they were looking for. In the first month working with us, they signed up 5 cases. They now have an active caseload of around 500 to maybe 200 cases with us. Then whether you're in Ohio, this system is gonna work for you. It doesn't matter what state that you are located in, we can probably help you. So a background on me and the company. So 2016 to around 2019, I worked for a huge law firm in the South that had a marketing budget of around $75,000 to $100,000 a month. Now, my responsibilities here were to generate cases at a cost per case that was below $1,500 and to ensure quick communication with the intake team whenever a lead comes in and to ensure that the leads were signed up within the first touch points. Now, fast forward 2019 till now, I've been running my agency generating hundreds of thousands of leads for personal injury lawyers in the US and Canada. So how does the system actually work? So I'll be walking you through a quick overview of how the system works and how we actually get this lead. Now, first, your client is gonna see an ad on YouTube, and then they're gonna get redirected to a survey where we get details about their claim. So how they were injured, were they at fault, have they received a settlement, is there an insurance for this particular claim. So we collect all that data and then we can automatically tell who's gonna be a good lead or a bad lead for your firm. So once we get the qualified leads, we immediately in real time send over the lead to you via email, SMS, or we can zap it to your CRM. So let's look at why we actually chose YouTube versus all other platforms. First, let's look at Facebook and YouTube. So if you've worked with Facebook before, you know that a lot of the leads actually have the wrong contact details. So you might actually call someone and the phone number is invalid or not working. The email is discontinued. There's a lot of wrong contact information on Facebook. Now, second, Facebook just doesn't have the data on people who've actually been in an accident. Third, it's very difficult to scale past 10,000 a month whenever you're using Facebook. Above 10,000 a month, either your cost per case is going to increase or your cost per lead is going to increase, increasing your cost per case. And then lastly, Facebook is very competitive because of the number of law firms advertising in that particular platform and also because of something we call lookalike audiences. So how do lookalike audiences actually increase competition? So let's take this example here. Somebody is gonna see an ad on Facebook concerning your law firm. Once they see the ad, they're gonna submit the information, and Facebook is gonna detect this person as somebody who's interested in legal services. Now they're gonna serve them 5 or 7 other different law firm ads, and this is how you start chasing after a lead to sign up on your retainer. So you're gonna speak to this client, and they've spoken to like 5 or 7 other different firms, and this is how you start chasing after the lead to sign up for your firm. So let's look at Google search, PPC versus YouTube. Now the cost per click on search is $150 in most particular states. Now you need about 4 of these clicks to get a lead, which brings your cost per lead to around $600. And then you need to speak to at least 5 of these people to sign up a case, which brings your cost per case to $3,000 or maybe $5,000 in some particular locations like California, like Georgia, like Texas. So let's look at YouTube numbers. So the cost per lead on YouTube is gonna be $150. Now you need to speak to maybe half of these leads are gonna be either at fault, there was no insurance, it was a single car accident. So half of them are gonna be unqualified for some particular reason. Now once we get a cost per lead of $300, now you need to speak to at least 4 of these leads to get a case, which brings your cost per case to $1,200. So unless you're willing to spend $3,000 versus $1,200 to get a case, then go ahead and use PPC for your marketing. So let's look at local service ads versus YouTube ads. So local service ads are the ads that you just click and call the law firm. So just out of that, you can see it's extremely competitive. And the more number of reviews that you have, the more leads that you're gonna get. So if you have your small legal firm with 20 reviews online, you're not gonna compete with somebody who has 1,000 leads on their profile. Second, it's extremely expensive. The costs are similar to what you get on PPC. And then lastly, it's not scalable. So you might have a marketing budget of 20,000, but then Google is only gonna spend 10,000 to get you leads. So let's look at SEO versus YouTube. The thing about SEO, it takes a long time to see any results, if you see any results. So typically it takes around a year to see results with SEO, and unless your feedback loop is more than 1 year, meaning that you're able to stay 1 year without seeing any results, then go ahead and try SEO. Then second, it's very competitive. So unless you're ranking on the first page, don't use SEO. It's just simple and clear. And then it's extremely difficult to compete with firms that have been doing SEO for the past 10 years. So let's look at why we actually chose YouTube. First, it has the least competition of all the platforms. Second, it has a higher lead quality than Facebook. And the reason that this is the case is Google owns YouTube. So we can use Google's data to show our ads to people whose search activity is similar to those who've been in an accident. So somebody's gonna look up a personal injury lawyer on search, and then once they dive into more details in that particular website, Google is gonna mark that person as somebody who's actually interested in legal services. Now, once they go to YouTube, they're gonna see our ad is in the first 30 seconds of any YouTube video that they watch at maybe a quarter of the cost of what you get on search. That being said, YouTube is way cheaper than Google in terms of getting leads. So thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Now, before the call, make sure to have your Zoom appointment in your calendar to make sure that you don't miss the appointment. Make sure to show up on time. We actually cancel and reschedule calls of people who are late. And then third, make sure to rewatch this video to become familiar with the process. Then lastly, bring a clean sheet of paper and somewhere to take notes on what we will be showing you. So again, if you want to sign high value 18-wheeler wrongful death cases or Camp Lejeune cases, make sure to show up for this call and show up on time. Thank you.